Hello, this is Tracy Best, Video Discussion Board Form 6 for Education 631 at Liberty University. I have chosen topic 1 this week. Regarding this module, Week's Instruction, what new idea will change the way in which you use the intellectual property of others? I have a really interesting story when it comes to copyright. I'm a very by the book and rule follower. I don't make a habit of breaking rules. My kids make fun of me because I go above and beyond to follow the letter of the law. But about 11 or 12 years ago, I started homeschooling my children. There was just 3 then, and they were in lower elementary school. And I had very little money to work with, but I had this deep desire to homeschool. So I found materials that I liked, and I bought them. And what I would do was make copies for my children, and the 3 of them worked together. I have twins, and then a daughter who's 15 years younger than the twins, and they all were in the same grade. And they did their work, and I saved the original and put it on my bookshelf. And I really didn't realize for a very long time that I was doing something wrong, not only wrong, but illegal, and that I was robbing not only the authors, but the publishers. And for instance, I'm here at Amazon. I'm looking at a book here. This is called Story of the World. This is kind of a world history for elementary aged. There's like a series of 4 of them. And this is the actual book you read a chapter out of. So I could get away with 1 copy of this because I did read out loud with them. I read it to them. In later years with my other children, I would buy each of my kids a copy so they could sit and read, and hear either me read out loud, or there's an audio CD. I think you'll see that over here. There's an audio CD available, so we could listen to the reading while reading, which was really good. But back in those early days, I just read out loud. And if you go over here, this is the activity book that goes along with that reading book. And each chapter had, you can see there is kind of part of this you wouldn't necessarily copy for your children, but like a narrative of questions and what the answers are. But there's also additional reading that you can go to. But in each book, there is map work, which includes coloring and that kind of thing. So they need a physical copy. And there are other elements that I would copy out of this activity book each week. Another piece of this was was the test book. There was a separate testing book that had those tests written out, and I would photocopy those and then put the original back. Actually, I would hole punch them and put them in a binder and save it on my shelf. And for the longest time, I didn't realize that what I was doing was wrong. And I felt really bad when that finally occurred to me, and I realized I not only needed to stop doing that, but needed to budget more money so that all of my children had their own copies of the things that needed to be purchased separately.